Hey, how's everybody doing? Welcome back to Asshat Podcast on YouTube. This is one of the comics. Every once in a while I'm doing comics. I mention losing a bunch of comics in the mid-90s. Now I'll mention a fire once in a while. A bunch of my comics got burned. This is one of the few that survived that. This is not my original copy of this issue. This would be my second. Original, I don't know what happened to it. This is DP7. It says issue 32 in a 32 issue limited series, $1.50. Came out in June of 1989. All right, real simple. To celebrate their anniversary, and it was at 86, if I remember right. Marvel created the new universe, which was supposed to be just like the world outside your window with a couple of bonus things. DP7 was their X-Men-ish like title, and you started off with Scuzz here, whose acid's like his sweat's acidic, and he can throw fireballs out of it, and he burns through clothes. I don't remember her name. Her name was Stephanie something, and she could boost you with energy and heal minor wounds. This girl, they called her Sponge. I don't know her real name. She absorbed liquid. Dave, I think was his name. Mastodon, maybe. Strong guy. This guy originally was a doctor who could send that black-looking creature out of his body and have it go do stuff, and then he ended up inside him and could fly. This guy was introduced towards the end. This was another one. This was Spitfire from the original Spitfire and Troubleshooting. This black girl here, her power was she makes stuff super slick or super sticky. They all end up in like a clinic up in Minnesota, Wisconsin, something like that. They're researching their powers, and they find out the clinic's evil, and they use them for bad deeds, so they escape. And this is the end of the series. These series, they start off with 8 titles. Within, was it like 6 issues, a year tops? They were down to like 4 of those. Yeah, it went down quick, and those 4 lasted, about 3 years, right at 3 years. And this is actually kind of hard to find, I found out. There wasn't that many copies printed. I picked this up. I had a subscription. My subscription ended right before this issue came out. Originally, I picked this up from like a Walden's Books. That's the one that got short and fired. This one right here, I'm sorry, no, that one did not get short. I don't know what happened. This one right here, I got at Sincere Comics in Mobile, Sincere Comics in Mobile, Alabama, over that was on what, Airport Boulevard back in the day. I remember I went in and asked them where the new Universe comics were, and they laughed at me. Mark Gruenwald was the writer. Paul Ryan was the pencil co-creator. Danny, nobody really big. Working Howard Mackey. And by this time, they're living in New York. That's the Sponge Woman she absorbed. He's kind of with her. He's accepted that Stephanie's left. It became like a soap opera. It was X-Men, very X-Men-like. I cannot remember her name anymore. She's looking for work. She actually contemplates doing like stripping. This guy runs into her, and you find out later on who he is. Scuzz's little group he lives with finds out somebody can cure you of your powers, and they think that's a horrible thing. They think the powers are a blessing from God. And it's kind of weird because Scuzz was like the anti-authority, anti-God person at the beginning, ends up becoming like this ultra-religious person by the end. The characters all grew because like 12 issues represented a year in their life. This Captain Manhattan, I think is his name. He's got some kind of powers, and he's working with Spitfire, who during the pit event became this creature. There's so much new universe stuff here. I'm looking at the very last issue of one of their ongoing series, and they did put out what? The War 4-shot. 4-issue miniseries after this. There's Stephanie with her kids. And so by then, it was a lot of drama. It was a lot of soap opera style stuff. They didn't fight supervillains at all, hardly by the end of this shit. Cool little series that I really enjoy even more now than I did when I was reading this. Because when I was reading this when it came out, I was 12 to 15-ish. Now I'm reading this like this is actually a really well-written series. The Sponge Girl gets cured and she becomes her normal self. And it kind of leaves you on a couple little small cliffhangers. Because you don't know how stuff's going to turn out, and they tell you, here, why it was sales, and you get an official timeline, and that's the end of the war. That's the end of the new universe. It was Marvel's failed experiment. It's, Jim Shooter's folly, whatever you want to call it. I love the new universe. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that. If you did, boom, give me a thumbs up, leave a comment, subscribe, all the other bullshit. Talk to everybody later. Bye-bye.